You're right on life in the Philippines, love change nation, and God unleash you. One nation under rule, one love.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for the delay. One of my plugins for my mic was unplugged. I tested it before I started, but it happened again. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for being patient with me. We had an audio issue, now we're back. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk to you about what is the leading cause of death in children in America. What is the leading cause of death of children in America? We're going to look at an incident that just happened recently in Uvalde, Texas. Many of you woke up, or many of you saw it last night, if you're in the USA. I woke up this morning and saw it about on the news, and I was very, very saddened to see another mass shooting has occurred in the United States of America. 18 children were killed and 2 adults in an elementary school. And it's the country is mourning right now. If you have small children, you're a father, your mother, you're a caretaker of a child, you know how hard it is to send them to school in the morning, knowing that you may never see them return. So sadly, this has happened again. And so I'm going to just discuss the details with you and let you know what happened. And we're going to ride the train a little bit. If there's anybody here, we out. Okay, that's it. All right, let's go. So thumbnail for today, real quick. We'll run this real quick. And I had an issue with one of my cords from my mic came out, and I just checked it, man. So anyway, things happen. And thank you all for being patient with me and waiting. And if you didn't wait, that's okay. Shame on you. I got it. I'm going to do what I got to do. Okay, let's go. So thumbnail for the day. And I'm trying to find it. Okay, here we go. This is it, man. Yeah, right here. Not one more. How many times have we heard that before? Not one more. Not one more child. Not one more life. Not one more person being killed in mass shootings in America. That could have been what? Prevented. All because America it has a love affair with weapons. America has a love affair with pistols. America has a love affair with AK-47s, rifles, Uzis, whatever you want to call it. Weapons of mass destruction. America is in love with killing. They're in love with weapons that can kill folks. And here we go again. Less than 10 days later. Less than 10 days, my guys. And we're back again. Oh, it's not the same exact thing, but it's similar circumstances. Somebody get pissed off. They leave the house and they shoot up. They want to kill people and shoot up the school. Kids, they want kids, man. An 18-year-old man. Same thing happened in Buffalo. 18-year-old guy, another 18-year-old, had body armor. Same kind of very similar circumstances. We are in the same scenario over and over and over again. What's it going to take for this to stop? We are the only country on the face of this planet, my guys, that have a mass shooting almost every day. There's no other country that can claim that happens there but us. And so we got to look at why. The reason, and I'm not going to blame it on the gun. The guns are just what they are. They what people use to get what they want done. So it's not the gun that's called the problem. It's the people and how they're using the weapons. America's gotten good at reacting. We're good at reacting when the shooting happens. The people who are on the scene like that, they were on the scene in seconds, minutes. They were there. We've gotten very, very good at reacting when there's an active shooter involved. But when are we going to get good at preventing this type of incidents from occurring. That's what these parents are asking the lawmakers. The parents of these children that are now deceased are asking, should be asking their lawmakers. The state of Texas, that's a state with a long range, everybody out there and their mama got a gun, rifle on the back of the truck, pickup truck, rifle in the back. You know what I'm talking about? Every time you turn around, somebody gets shot. Mass shootings. And it don't have to be like this. It don't have to be like this. And I know you out there right now. Well, he against guns. I gotta be. And you sitting up there with a pistol in your hand right now. He just against guns. I don't like him. I'm not against guns. We need, everybody in this country needs some type of, in my opinion, in the United States, you need a form of protection because it's gotten that bad. I'm not against guns. Don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. I'm against the use of it and killing people, and I'm against the people that shouldn't have one having one. 18 years old is too young for a person to go around and say, give me a gun, please. I'm going to kill my teacher. I'm going to kill my grandma. I'm going to kill my mother. Give me a gun, please. I'm oversimplifying, but that's what's happening. This young man bought a gun. He bought several weapons. He bought body armor. And he went to the Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas, and he shot up the place. But before he did that, let me tell you what he did, ladies and gentlemen. Before this young man, and I got his name and everything, we'll get to it later. Before this young man went to the schoolhouse, he went to the schoolhouse. But before he went to the school, I guess what he went to, he took his weapon and he shot his grandmother. The one that he's supposed to love, he shot her first. Then he got in the vehicle and he rode all over God's green earth and he found this school and he had a rap before he got to the school. And he got out the car and he said, I'm going to kill me some people today. He went shot. He sprayed the whole school down. I mean, there was some people, law enforcement tried to stop him, but how you going to stop somebody with body armor on? You got a little pistol. You can't. He overwhelmed them, got in school, did his dastardly deeds. This is the same scenario that plays out over and over again in the United States of America. And we're supposed to be one of the leading countries in the world. Really? Really? And we can't stop people from killing every day? Mass shootings almost every day? Really? America has to make changes. It's a bad sign when you're scared to send your child to school and you call yourself the greatest country in America and in the world. Now, it's a problem, man. Until we get that fixed, we cannot call ourselves a great nation. We are a nation of laws, but we are allowing lawlessness to overwhelm our society in the form of mass shootings. We have to get a hold of it. We have to prevent it rather than react to it. It's good that we can react to it so he can stop him from doing what he's doing. But what about prevention? You always heard prevention is worth more than a pound of cure, right? So that's the part we got to work on. And so every time this happens, politicians, Joe Biden got on the ears, I'm so sorry. And it's worse when you lose a loved one. Yeah, same old sad story. But what you going to do about it, Joe Biden? We need some strong gun legislation. There's some in the Congress right now. There's a gun law and it's sitting on the table, sitting on the desk. They ain't doing nothing with it. Because the NRA, the National Rifle Association, has made it plain that if you change the gun law, it's going to be a revolution. And NRA is one of the main bodies that control or support lawmakers. They give them money. They make it rain for the lawmakers. So if the lawmakers make changes to the rifle and the gun laws, NRA going to pull the money back. So many of the lawmakers are hesitant to make any changes because NRA gives millions and millions of dollars to them. So NRA is holding America hostage by dollars because we got some sorry politicians that don't want to make a change because they're scared the NRA gonna pull the money back. I'm gonna tell you, NRA or no RA, there has to be changes made. We are the only nation on this planet that has laws that allow people to buy a gun. And you're 18 years old, and you get that gun today and go out there and shoot somebody. They don't check and see if your mind is right. They don't check and see if you're white supremacist or whatever. They don't check. They just say, "Okay, you got the money, man? How much you want? You want this one right here? You got $50. Okay, here you go. You want some ammunition for that?" That plays out every day. Somebody, listen to me good. Somebody is right now in their mind, 18, maybe 20, 21, is planning again. And I'm just not saying this. That's statistically true. The statistics tell us that it happens almost every day, right? If it is true that it happens almost every day, then it must be true that somebody's about to do another one. Isn't that true? Think. It's a matter of time. It happens almost every day. So what's the day? Right now it's Thursday, May 25th, where I'm at. Within the next 3 to 4 days, maybe 7 days, there will be another one. I'm not trying to be smart. I'm not trying to be cynical. I'm just trying to state the facts, Jack. And so you can understand that this is a serious issue. I mean, some of you right now, it's not affecting you. So you're like, okay, yeah, he did some shooting up over there. Yeah, you're just looking at it. But if this affected you, you would feel some kind of way right about now. You would feel like I want to get my politician right now, tell them, change the laws. So I'm going to run through this today. We out. I apologize for yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. I had a computer problem. I spent almost a whole day yesterday recovering my data. I got, I guess, 95% of it recovered. I'm good. Got my backups going on now. And so, and I know about computers. I know how to do all that stuff myself. So that saved me a lot of time and money right there. But I'm sort of upset in a way, but in a way, I'm sort of disgusted at the people in USA and in Congress and Senate for allowing these things to continue to happen. It can't be prevented. And one of the examples of the state that's preventing this is California. They have awesome gun laws and they do background checks, and the United States needs to make it a federal law. All Biden got to do is say executive order. Yeah, EO, executive order, mandatory background checks, mandatory time limit to wait before you get a gun. At 24, 21, 24 age before you can get a gun. Mandatory back check. It needs to be strict. Okay. And if it's not strict, what's going to happen is it's going to be some more shooting. It's going to be some more killing. I just told you a few minutes ago, statistically, it's going to happen again. Statistics don't lie. The numbers don't lie. It happens almost once every 7 to 10 days. That's when it happens. Sometimes it happens 2 times in a week. Okay. That's how unpredictable it is. There's a lot of messed up people in this world. And there's a lot of messed up people that got guns in this world. In the United States of America, we're the only country in the world say this: you have a legal right to have an arm. You can bear arms. It's good. I want that because I want to be protected if a bad guy come against me. I want to have a piece on me, give them a piece of me with that. You know what I'm saying? But when the crazies get access to the guns, that's when all hell breaks loose. And that's where we're at right now. We got a very, very peculiar situation in the United States as it pertains to weapons and control, as it pertains to mass shootings. Now, politicians have a sidestepping this, sidestepping this, sidestepping. You can blame Obama, you can blame Biden, you can blame the one before Biden, you can blame this one, but it's still up to us. We got to rise up, people, and tell our law enforcement, our senators, our congressmen, that it has to be changed. There's too many kids. Little kids didn't even have a chance to get 12, 13 years old. And somebody took their life out. And the person that did is gone too. Thank goodness he's gone. Let's go. I'm tired of ranting. I'm gonna tell y'all this, and then we're gonna move on. Let's go. Thumbnail for the day. Right here. That's it. Not one more. How many times we heard that, y'all? Not one more. Yeah, not one more time. But it is. I guarantee you, between now and 7 to 10 days, it'll be again. We'll be saying the same thing. Not one more. We have a very volatile and uncontrollable situation. If we can put a man on the moon, why we can't stop these mass shootings? Well, why we can't stop it? Why we can't prevent it from happening? We can, if we want to. The problem is we have, like I mentioned to you just a few minutes ago, America has a love affair with weapons, a love affair with pistols, a love affair with guns, a love affair with anything that shoots. We have a love affair with that. And because of that love affair, we don't want nobody to mess with us. But has to be changed. I'm not saying take the gun away. Nah, my opinion, if you're an American citizen, you live in America, you need some kind of protection. And if you over 21 years old and you have a sound mind, you have good working record, you don't have any racial white supremacist background, all kind of crazy stuff, you should be entitled to a weapon. But when you get that weapon, I think it should be a 1 year waiting period. And during that 1 year, you should be paying money toward people background checking you. Yeah, you should be paying monthly for that weapon. $20 a month, $30 a month, or whatever. But the money that you pay goes toward people running a thorough, complete background check on you. Once that year's time is up, you paid your money, then you come back to the shop, and then they have people do an interview with you. Okay? And they check your background one more time. They check all your social medias, all of that. That's going to stop some people from getting food. That's going to stop some mass shootings. Okay? That's going to stop a few. But until all of the states get that kind of stringent checking, it's going to continue to happen. Okay? So that's where we are now. Not one more. And 10 days, 10 days from now, you see the lady up there again saying, not one more. Lord, please, Lord, not one more, please. Focus for the day. Let's go. Here we go. 18 children dead. I think it was, I got Ross of them. It should be Rob, I believe. At Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas. Children aged between 7 and 10 years old. One of the worst, you hear me, guys? Listen to me good. One of the worst school shootings in United States history. Report and what we know so far. 18 children and a teacher. I think it's two adults now. So they said initially it was one, but now it's two. 18 children and 2 adults killed on Tuesday after teenage gunmen opened fire in a primary school in rural Texas. The 18-year-old shooter, Salvador Ramos, entered Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, about 85 miles west of San Antonio, on Tuesday morning with a handgun and a rifle. Somebody said he shot and killed horrifically, incomprehensibly. 14 students killed. A teacher, Greg Abbott, Texas governor, said. The shooter engaged in a firefight with Texas Border Patrol officers before running into the school and barricading himself inside. The Uvalde police, okay, and they killed us, but they found him and killed him. Okay. That's basically what they did. They found him, they had a little skirmish with him, and he's gone from the face of this planet. He will no longer be living up on this planet. And I'm thankful for that. If y'all should be thankful too, if there ain't nothing else, you should be thankful that he gone. They took him out, and I thank God they did. Stop, Lisa D. Anybody that kills children deserves to be 6 feet under to the ground. Okay. Here's some of the pictures. Yeah, see that? Comforting people. People in trauma, people in shock. More pictures. Little kids. They don't know what happened. They don't know why it happened. Why did he have to shoot? Why did he have to kill my friend? Why? Huh? Not one more. We'll say that in 7 to 10 days. We'll be saying the same thing again. This guy right, he said, I just can't understand what's going on. Why? Why, BobbieD? Why? Little kids, BobbieD. Little kids. Why? $1 million question. Why? I guess if we knew the answer, we could prevent all of this, but we don't know the answer. And even though we don't know the answer why, we can prevent some of this stuff by making sure that the laws that are on the book that allow people to get guns are more stringent and more strict. 10 days ago, I talked to you about the Buffalo, people in Buffalo. And now we have the same similar scenario. 10 days from now, 7 to 10 days from now, there'll be another incident. And I'm not trying to be Dr. Gloom, Dr. Doom, a doomsday naysayer. That's not what I'm about. I'm only letting you know statistically that's what's been occurring for 10 years or more now. Until we get control of this situation, the mass shootings, mass murders in this country, we cannot call ourselves a leader in the free world. We can't. We need to get that term, that descriptor, take it off from the United States. We lead them in the wrong direction. Mass shootings. Thank goodness, other countries are not like us, because this world the world's already a bad place, right? It would be even worse if we had 4 or 5 other countries doing the same. You couldn't go no place, and not be afraid. That's it, man. I'm sort of disgusted today, but that's life. You live and you move forward. But it's important for people like me, to bring this to you and let you know how bad it is, because we as people have a tendency to do what? Become complacent. Yeah, we become I guess null, to our surroundings. We just don't like, okay, what happened again? Okay. We get used to it. And this is something I don't want to get used to. I won't get used to people, little kids going out for no reason. I don't get used to that. And I won't never, and I hope you don't either, because it's wrong. And every time it happens, we need to say something. Email your congressman, email your senator. Tell them I need some better gun laws. State of Texas, everybody and their mama got a rifle in the back of their truck in Texas. Glorifying the weapon. The weapon is their God. Yeah, you go to Texas. You ever been to Texas? I've been there. I've been to Dallas. And they carry weapons all the time. And they dare you say something to them. Carry your weapon all you want. But for people that don't need to be carrying them, they need to be arrested. And they need to be, every pistol, you need to go to their house, find every pistol, anything that could kill somebody, take it out their house. That's the way I feel. Little kids in the grave now, they gone. They're in the other world. They're in another world now. Nobody can speak. They can't speak for themselves. So it's people like me and other people similar to me that has a problem with this will speak for these kids. Their lives have been taken away and they're gone. They'll never return on this earth again. And it didn't have to go that way. Even the person that took their lives is gone. Okay? So that's all I got to say. We're Rider Train. I want your comments. I want your reactions to what happened in Uvalde, Texas. I want to know what you feel is the way to get through this, to get out of this. I need to know, are you upset about it? Have you ever been to Texas? Have you seen people carry guns openly in Texas? Tell me what your opinion of this is. Another shooting, mass shooting, the second worst mass shooting in the history. You hear me, man? Second worst in the history of the United States, of a doggone America. That's one of the reasons why I call it a dog, because it's gone to the dogs, baby. Yeah. As far as racially it's gone to the dogs, and now as far as killing and shooting, it's gone to the dogs. It can be better than this. We can do better. We are better than this. Politicians have to make a change with the laws. And then when we make that change, things will get better. Let's go. I'm gonna ride the train. I ain't got to do all that. People get ready. Y'all know where we at. I'm going to the train line. Who with me today? Huh? First man up. First one, Mama Sita, what you doing? How you doing, my dear? So good to see you. She said, I felt hurt so bad. Even I'm not related to those kids. Yeah, I know. It's a sad situation, my dear. Very, very sad situation. When you see little kids taken out like that, they did nothing to deserve that. Nothing at all. This could have been one of your daughters, you know. Could have been one of your sons, you know. It could have been one of your kids, Mama Sita, you know. Imagine, you know. You come home and you turn on the news, or you at work, you turn on the news and you see the school your child go to. Can you imagine people shooting it up? Can you imagine how you would feel? Terrorized. It was terrible. And I feel saddened for the people out there that for this loss. Y'all pray for these people. Thank you so much, Mama Sita, number one. Y'all give her props. Ryan Train, Bobby. Hey, Mama Sita, I'm still waiting on that email. I ain't got it yet. Okay, what you gonna do? I see. Let's go. Ryan, who we got? Murphy Hay, he said, the shooter and mass shooters are not men. They're cowards who feel like men when they have guns in their hands. But without guns, they are bothering, but genuine men and cowards. Yeah. The people that do that are in general are cowards. They have issues and they do it for reason. Some do it just for being mean. Some that do it are deranged. They got problems up here. That's another issue that America has gone to the dogs for. Mental health. We don't treat mental health appropriately in this country. People that need mental help never get what they need. And as a result, they get a gun and they voice their frustrations about their mentality by bang shooting up the world. So America needs to get its racial situation together. America needs to get the gun situation together. And America needs to get the mental health area get together for people that are in need. Some of these people are just totally deranged, but most of them, in my opinion, are not. They just want to take it out on other people because they can't handle their issues. Okay, let's go. Round train, BobbieD. These one nation, group one love. Murphy, he said, they are nothing but Jenny man. Yeah, I got you, man. They ain't nothing. Murphy Ace, number two, just won't do. I'm moving on quick today, y'all. Let's go. Ron J, who we got? Live in the North Carolina. What's up, man? He said, hello, BobbieD. Greensboro, North Carolina. What's up, man? You good, Monroe? So good to see you, man. I've been missing you. You all right, man? He still talking to you later. He been talking to the lady for the past. Since he got back, he ain't got off the phone yet. He ain't got off the chat line yet, man. He had such a good time. Monroe, I'm so happy you had a great time in Manila. You saw your lady in Manila, and it was a thriller. You had a great time. And you came back here and forgot all about us. You know, you forgot about us, man. You know, we your boy, we your buddy, man. Why you gonna do us like that? He just forgot. Now, Monroe just forgot all about us, man. He like, I'm going to Philippine. I'm going to Manila. Bumped him. Now he coming back on the train because he missed it. I know, man. I'm just playing with you, man. Ryan Train, who we got? Monroe, he's in North Carolina, is in our AM. And Monroe is here, man. He might want to change his name to Manila's in the house because he had a thriller in Manila. He had a thriller in Manila with that lady, and he came back and said, "We gonna get married." That's how bad it was. That's how good. That's how the good time he had, man. He said, "We gonna get married." That's what. It made sure she right, tight, long, strong. Because you just visited her one time, so you need to visit her again before you do that. Before you say that I do, or before you do them two words I do. Visit her again, okay? Let's go, Ryan. Who we got? He said, hello, Murphy. Hey, what's up? Ryan Train, BobbieD. Murphy, Smooth. He said, back, man. Hey, what's up, man? You good? Smooth sounds in the house. You all right, man? Hey, Smooth, let us know. Keep abreast with you, man. We got you on our prayer list, man. You know, we're praying for you. So you need to check in every so often so we know you're all right. Because we got you. You was one of the people on my prayer list. Let's go, Ryan Train, bro. Who we got? Life in the like we said, congrats, Mama Sita for #1. Mama Sita is doing good. She's trying to visit the train more often, and I'm glad to see that. We always need a female presence. Without no woman in the world, this world would be a very, very sad place. Without no women on the train, it'd be worse than what it is. Let go. Murphy, hey, he said, hello, life, hello, life, hello, life. Hello, Smooth. What's up? Y'all good? Y'all good? Ryan Train, Bobby Lee, One Nation. Hello, Smooth. What's up? What's up? Ryan Train Murphy, he said, as long as there's there's evil in this will happen. Yeah. You know? Evil causes evil. It gets worse. Yeah? So we have to understand that the only way to counteract evil is with what? Goodness. Goodness will always blot out the evil in this world. And so we need more goodness. You need more people to do good things than bad things. But life is what it is, and it is what it is right now. Let's go, Ryan Train. Who we got? Smooth. He said, hey, life, what's up? What's up? What's up? Ryan Train, who we got, Bobby? Mama Sita. He said, my boyfriend delivered the bad news to me, and it made my teardrops big time because he knew kids are my weakness. Children are innocent. Yeah. Children are very innocent. And I'm bothered when I hear things that happen to children, such as this mass shooting, such as people messing with children that sexually that you have no business touching them. Now, all of that bothers me big time. You know, you just don't understand. Y'all wouldn't know how it bothers me. I get like, what? And if I had my way, I would reach out and touch every one of them that did crazy stuff like that. Let's go, Ryan Train, Bobby Lee, One Nation. Mama Sita, he said, thanks, North Carolina. Ryan Train, Bobby, who we got? North Carolina, he said, you're welcome, Mama Sita. Smooth sound. What's up, man? He said, I understand collecting guns, but no one needs a military-style weapon. Okay. That's one of the things Joe Biden had tried to do when he was a senator. He brought legislation up that would ban automatic weapons. And that's what a lot of people are using now to take out and vent out their frustration. AR-15, anything that shoots massive bullets at one time, because the more faster the bullets come out of the gun, the more you can take people down. You know? So that's the popular weapon of choice right now, but it does not have to be that way. We have to make legislation that would only allow certain people that are qualified to have that weapon. You know, that 18-year-old that got this weapon in Uvalde, Texas, he was not qualified to have an AR-47, whatever you use to kill. He wasn't qualified, but yet he got it. See, this is supposed to be, America's supposed to be a very, very sophisticated and intelligent country. We got good computers. We put a man on the moon, but we can't stop an 18-year-old from getting a gun and killing 18 people. We can't get what's the problem. There is a gap there between what we can do and what we should do. So we got to fill the gap with a reasoning basis of starting to let these people that's 18 and under know they can't do it, and making the laws, changing laws. We got to change the laws on the books. That's the first step. And when we start doing that, then some of this mass shooting will stop. Let's go, Ryan Train. Who we got? Smooth. He said, if you have a weapon, there's a 45% chance you will use it. You get mad. Okay. I don't know. It depends on the person. Me, if I had a weapon, and it would depend on my situation, Smooth. If you beat me up and I'm bloodied and beat down on the ground and I have my weapon in my back pocket, I'm sorry, man. It depends on the situation. If I got beat down to the ground, I just remember, I got a weapon in my back pocket. I'm gonna put a hurting on you, you know. But it just depends on the situation. Some people use, I think you're right to a certain degree. Some people, if they're carrying a weapon, they will use it unnecessarily and cause problems. But I think it's more important that people carry weapons to protect themselves. I think the majority of people that carry those weapons will use it as a form of what? Self-protection. That's just the way a normal, decent, right-thinking human being would do. He's not going to abuse his right to carry that weapon. Most people wouldn't. It's the deranged people that abuse their rights and cause it bad for the others. Let's go, Ryan Train, Bobby Lee, One Nation. Murphy, hey, he said, owning a military-style weapon is cool. The problem is they're falling bingo They're falling bingo in the hands of fools by theft and to no background check. Yeah, no background checks. They wanted to keep things that's happening and allowing these perpetrators to get these types of weapons. You know, many states you can buy a gun. Let's say they have a gun show at the stadium or at the auditorium in your state or your city. Any fool could get up there. I got $50 and you gone. You know, they got to do no background check. And most of these, a lot of states, some states have background check, like California and so forth. A lot of them have no kind of background check, nothing. You just give them the money. That's it. That's, to me, that's ridiculous. You know, you give any fool could buy a gun. Any crazy person can buy a gun. He might not be crazy when he's shooting that weapon, but he's crazy enough to go buy a gun. And you people that give the guns to them are crazy enough to give it to a gun. People that the owners of these guns, they should have laws on them too, who they can give this gun to. And if they give the gun to somebody, they should make it known to the police. Okay, I have an AK-47. I sold 2 of these weapons. Have the name and number and address of this person to John Doe at 14 so whatever residence. I just want to let you know, in case something happened, I let y'all know beforehand. Okay, and when the police get that information, they do what? Get on computer, background check, social media, and they see if he's crazy or not, or if he's a white supremacist or whatever. Let's go round here. Who we got? Murphy Hayes. Yeah, man, in the head. I got you, man. I got you, man. He typing too fast. You got to slow that thing down, Murphy. Smooth. He said, that man should be dead. He did the ultimate. No. He messed with a kid. Kids are off him. Yeah, he is dead. They got him. They had a shootout with him and the Uvalde police, and they took him under. 18-year-old kid. And this kid, he started off the day wrong, you know. He shot his grandmother, and then after that, he got in the car and found him, and he had a wreck. And then he got out the car. The wreck was near the school, and he went in the school and went crazy. Went to school, just went crazy, man. So he was bent. He was hell bent on destruction. Okay, that was just what he wanted to do. That's just the way he wanted to go out. You'd be amazed at how many people want to go out like that. They don't like to just. They just got so pissed off at the world and everything around them, they want to go out shooting. They just don't want to shoot one person. They want to shoot a lot. And then the last thing they do, a lot of them, is shoot themselves. And some of them don't, so coward, they can't even shoot themselves. They just give up. Okay, I'm done. Silly as that. Let's go round train. Who we got? Murphy Hayes. He said, that's the way the idiots are. You go to any gun store, the topics will be shooting someone. It's disgusting. Yeah. That's what they talk about. People that own guns, that's what they talk about. Shooting people. A lot of the gun owners talk about hunting people. Yeah, they like to hunt people. If they had their way, they would hunt a person. They done got so sophisticated. They tired of hunting rabbits and stuff like that. They want to hunt people. You know, all kind of crazy stuff is going on in this world. Yeah, and people that have a lot of guns like that, you got to watch them, man. Because sometimes they get berserk. And the first thing they do when they get angry and pissed off at somebody, they reach for their gun because they know that's their way out of being feeling that way. I'm getting you back. I'm gonna get you back. I'm gonna get you back. Now, the reasonable-minded people are more smarter than that, you know. So that's what I'm saying. Guns should be allowed, but only to the reasonable people that have no tendency to use a weapon for no reason, and that are not deranged and are not any type of white supremacist associated with that. Let's go around and check who we got. Smooth. He said, Republicans are going to fight this to the bitter end to keep guns alive. Yeah, they have always done that. I mean, there are even some Democrats will fight it. You know, they want to keep the guns alive. They want to keep the NRA happy. NRA is not, for those of you that don't know, is the National Rifle Association. They're one of the biggest nonprofit organizations in America. They have you have to get a membership to be in that organization. They have millions of members, and they have to pay. So NRA is very powerful in this country. They got a lot of money, and they give millions to these politicians. So if the politicians don't do what they say, they cut them off. So politicians want to be reelected. They want to keep in good standing, and they want to keep that money flowing. So they support gun laws. Let's go, Ryan Chain, BobbieD, One Nation. We got Murphy. Hey, he said, congratulations, Mama C. You did it, man. You did it. You did it, lady. You did it right. Let's go. Smooth sound. He said, it's going to have to be up to each state to pass strict gun laws. Yeah, I think that it will be up to, it is up to each state right now, but I think a federal government mandate should come down, just like they had to have a federal government mandate for voting for black people. Did you not?
Take my shower again.
They had to have a sheet. You should took a shower. Yeah? Okay. You good? You feeling good? We got that smoothie.
I got my smoothie.
She got a smoothie out. But just like they had to have a federal mandate for voters' right. Remember the voters' right legislation that was passed in the 60s? You, Smooth, and me, if that law wasn't passed, we'd still be second-class citizens in the United States right now. It took a law. They had to pass a law to give people like you and me that work every day, pay taxes every day, we had no right to vote. We had no voice. And it took a federal law to pass to get us the right to vote. Can you believe that, man? I know it's hard to believe, but that's the way. My parents, my parents, my grandparents, my great-grandparents, they've had to go through that. Work hard, pay taxes, and no vote. You just said who they put in the office. You know, stuff like that. And so just like they had to march and protest and so forth to get the voting rights passed, they're going to have to march. Or the people in America are going to have to get together, start marching on these governments, start talking to the president. They're going to have to do some protests in order to get this gun law passed. You know, it's happening too much, man, over and over again. You know, I don't know about y'all. I'm tired of it. Let's go around train BobbieD. This is One Nation. We got Smooth. He said, I was first in the last 5. Okay. He was first in the last 5. Okay.
He was the first one with the first video that you edited.
Okay. All right, Smooth. I apologize, man. I don't know what happened. I always check. For those of you that don't know or do know, I always check my audio and my video before I do a live broadcast. I know you don't think I do, but I do actually do. I tested both and it worked. So apparently, after I tested it and logged on, the plug must have plugged in all the way for the mic. So that's what happened. We got that straight. But this, it's live TV. This is live broadcast. Anything happens on live broadcast. At least he can come.
And then yesterday also you had a problem with the computer.
Yeah. Yesterday was a nightmare, man. I was working all day yesterday on my computer. I just got it back together. I just got it back together. So yesterday and this day was, but that's life. You take the good with the bad and you move forward. You take the lemons and you make lemonade out of it. You want some lemonade? Let's go.
Smoothie, guys.
Y'all want some smoothie? Lizzie drinking a smoothie over there. I got me some coffee. Where's Michael? Coffee. Need some coffee. Where you at, y'all? I'm trying to recover some sinus issues. Y'all probably hear me talking to my nose. I got some sinus issues, but it's getting better. Let's go. Mike, live in North Carolina. He said, hello, Bobby. He said, I have a nephew that has mental problems, but yet owns 3 guns. Ooh. And always talking about going into a school or store shooting. What? Shooting place up because a store employee made him mad. Isn't yeah. Yeah, he's got some issues, man. And I'm sorry to hear that. North Carolina, Monroe, you know what I do, man? If I was you, I would report him. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. It's too many lives involved, too much at stake. I would report him to the po-po, okay? And you ain't got to leave your name. So there's a man, age, where he's at, address, phone number, whatever, and he's a little bit crazy. He got weapons, and they will put him on his list. At least you've done the best thing you can do, right? You talk to him, but the best thing you can do for him and for everybody else is to report him to the police. Submit his name and his address and his number. Say he may want to be somebody you want to look out for, and they'll check him out. But it's sad, man. It's a lot of people like your nephew. It's a lot of other people worse than him out there in this world. That's why I told y'all, if I go back to the United States of a doggone America, guess what? I'm gonna be packing. I'm gonna get me a weapon. I'm sorry, man. I never owned a weapon in my life. But living in the United States, nah. At this date and stage and age and time, no, man. I'm not going out there like nothing in my pocket. I'm gonna get me a licensed weapon. and I'm gonna carry it on my waist. I'm gonna get a license to carry it openly if I can get one. If I can't carry it openly, I'll get a license to conceal it, carry it concealed. Okay. But I'm going to get, if I stay there permanent, now this is going to visit under there. But if I stay in the United States permanently from this point forward, I'm going to get me a weapon. And I want me one of them automatic weapons, that can just, when you just click the triggers and oh, that's what I want. I don't want the I don't want that. I want because if somebody come at me, man, they coming to kill me. If I use my weapon, it's for a reason. It's somebody trying to take me out. That's the only way I would use a weapon. If you just slap me, man, I'm gonna use my fist. We gonna fight like that. But if he got a weapon and I'm seeing him coming after me, I'm gonna shoot first and ask question why you pulling your weapon.
You carry a weapon also.
I'm gonna shoot first and ask question about why he got his weapon out later. Okay, that's what it is. I suffer the concept. What'd you say?
If he have a weapon, you have a weapon.
Yeah, and the first person that shoots gonna win, and it's gonna be me. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, Ryan Train, BobbieD, One Nation, under group, one love. Perfect. He said New York has some of the toughest gun laws, and
you missed it. Go up.
No, I didn't.
Go up.
Okay, wait a minute. I missed one. Okay, sorry.
Go up, my dear.
I did.
Murphy Hayes.
Okay, man. I'm telling you why I do you keep doing this, man.
Wow.
I done missed a lot of stuff. Why y'all let me miss? Why you let me miss all that stuff? Okay, hold up, y'all. I gotta see what I missed. Hold on. Okay, I missed. Okay, I missed that too. Okay, I got that.
Next one. Wow.
Right here?
Hayes, yeah.
Okay, I got that too.
And
okay.
After life, go down.
Oh Lord, Lisa D, please. What about this one? Did I get that? He said that's the way they. Okay, I got that. Smooth sounds. Got that. Sorry, y'all. I mess up sometimes. Okay, got that. I got that. Okay, I got this one.
Next one.
All right, this is the next one. Remember, he said he needs help, man. His nephew, and man, I know the Monroe, it may feel like he's not helping him. He's getting him in trouble, but you're saving. Is it possible that you could be saving somebody's life as well as your nephew's life by alerting the authorities that he's a little bit off in the head and you got three weapons? It's a good thing to turn him in. Not that you want any harm to him, but you want to protect him and protect others from what he could potentially do with those weapons. Let's go, Ryan Train. Who got life? He said, so I agree, Bobby. We need to do something about mental people owning guns. And I told my brother about my nephew is mentally disturbed. If he's thinking about doing that, but my brother seems not to care. Okay, that's the problem. Nobody cares until something happens. That's when they start caring. And I just told you at the top of the show, we need to have preventative maintenance. We are good. America's gotten good to reacting to what events that happen, reacting to the active shooter in school, wherever, in the mall, wherever. We're good at that. React. We see it. We act. We don't need to be good. We need to be good at that. That's fine. But we need to be good at preventing these types of occurrences. Okay. And the only way to prevent that is to, number one, make sure you have very stringent laws on the books for who can get a gun, where they can get a gun, how they can get in, and how long they can have a gun. And if they do something crazy, take the gun away. Background checks is needed. I mean, y'all know what I just said. Number one, make somebody, if you want a weapon, you got to wait a year. You have a 1 year waiting period. And during that year, you're paying for your weapon. And when you pay, there's in that purchase to get a weapon, you're going to have a background check fee. It may be $200, $300, whatever it costs. Okay, but you paying that all along during your whole year's period. After your year's period is up, and you're supposed to get your gun, you come in to the shop, and they'll send you to a police precinct where they get you the gun, give you the gun, and before they give you the gun, they do another quick background check and an interview, and they check your social media right there on in the precinct. Now, that will deter a lot of people. When you gotta wait, You can pan while you waiting. That's see how bad you want that weapon. And so that would weed out a lot of crazy people out. Because when you crazy, you don't want to wait for nothing. Crazy people like to do stuff right now. And so that would help. Let's go, Ron Chain. Who we got? Murphy, he said the AK-47 is the go-to weapon for gangbangers and thugs because it's cheap and durable. Yeah, they like the cheapest weapon they could get, and they want us to shoot fast, shoot quick. That's what thugs like. Thug life. If you want to be a thug, you need to have a thug life weapon, which is an AK-47 or a 38 revolver or a Glock. They like the Glock too, So let's go, Ron J. Who we got? Smooth. He said, Texas, Oklahoma, Florida, Alabama will never change their gun laws. Never is a big word, man. I try not to use that word. Never. They may not change it. They may not change it, but I think the federal government has to have a mandate on it. I think that the mandate they passed for voters registration, et cetera, desegregation in schools, all that educational system, those were federally enforced mandates. Remember, you guys don't know this, but back in the day, your parents or your grandparents, when they went to school, they couldn't go to a Caucasian colored school. They couldn't go to a white school because they was segregated. There was a school for blacks. There was a school for whites. You know what happened to have them change that to make everybody go to the same school? You know what? Law. Protest. Black people protested. We were being treated as second-class citizens, and that's why Martin Luther King, got to be so. He was one of the main leaders of that civil rights. So we had to march on the Capitol. We had to march in the cities, the streets, and he was the head of that. And that's how things got changed. And so if we want this gun law changed, guess what? Everybody who got killed in Uvalde or wherever, Sandy Hooks, you remember Sandy Hooks? All those kids got killed. They need to band together, start marching on the Capitol, start marching on Washington. Peaceful. I'm not talking about no protest and killing. No, don't do it that way. The right way. March, peaceful protest on a daily basis, on a monthly basis, regular. That's how you get the attention of the lawmakers. That's how you get the attention of the world. That's how you get the attention of Joe Biden. Joe Biden has the capacity, and any president can do this, is to do a excuse me. He has the capacity to do an EO, executive order, that mandates strict background check. He can do it just like that with the stroke of a pen. What's the problem, Joe? Let's go, Ron Train. Who we got? Life, he said, if they did a background check on him for mental concerns, they would find all this out about my nephew, and they would never issue guns. And there are a lot of people like my nephew. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there, man. I told you now, this is a crazy, mixed up world. A lot of people, you just look at them the wrong way, and they'll come at you. That's why when you're out in public, mind your business. Stay in your lane. Don't be staring down people. I don't care if they look crazy. I don't care if they're staring you down. Look away. You don't know what they got in their back pocket. You don't know what lady got in her pocketbook. You don't know. And you don't know what they got. More importantly, you don't know what they got in their mind. There's a lot of crazy kooks, crazy people that got crazy ideas, that's psycho out there. And then there's a lot of people that's not psycho, and they're carrying a weapon. And you piss them off for some reason, they're going to put you down with their weapon. Somebody shot on a train the other day, I think in New York, and killed somebody. Crazy stuff happens, man, all over this world. And you think the world is just a bunch of crazy people? No, it's a bunch of sane, regular people just like me and you. But the crazy ones are the ones that get to what? The attention. Because they do what? Crazy things. Let's go, Ryan Train, BobbieD, One Nation, Under Groove, One Love. Murphy, he said, New York has some of the toughest gun laws. Look at the crime rate and shooting. That's a good point. He says New York has one of the toughest gun laws, but look at shooting. The crime rate is going up the roof, but yet they have. You know why? Because most of their guns now are not being bought in the stores, Murphy. They're being bought on the black market. They know JoJo down the street, he'll sell you a gun. Give him $50, and he won't ask you no question. That's where that's coming from. And you know, I don't know if you ever been in New York City, but I've been there several times. That's a fast place that you can get anything you want. Go to Manhattan, go to Harlem, and Bronx, anything you want like that, and no questions asked, because people do stuff dirty on the low and on the black market, and that's probably what's happening in New York. People are buying those weapons on the black market, getting everything they want, anything they want. Okay, let's go, Roger. Who we got? Smooth. He said most of the members of the NRA are the rich and true, and that's why the NRA is so rich and powerful. People are giving them money left and right. They have to pay a yearly membership, plus they make them get money throughout the year for certain things. So NRA is one of the most powerful nonprofit organizations in America today. There's another nonprofit organization, I don't know, many of you don't know about this one. They don't deal with guns, but this nonprofit, and that's called the NFL. Did you hear me? I know, Bob, you what? NFL? Yeah, NFL, National Football League. They're nonprofit, but they're making multi-billions every year. It's a nonprofit organization. Go Google it. Let's go around, James. Who we got? Smooth. He said yes. Excuse me. Yes, life report him so they can watch. Yeah, man, he needs to be on a suicide watch. No, I'm just playing. Now he needs to be on some kind of body. Somebody's watching this, so they can observe what he's doing, and maybe a policeman or a counselor, could take a counselor with them and go to their door, talk to the pop, and then say, look, it's been reported that your son has 3 weapons. And we understand that he has some mental conditions. We're here to just check and make sure everything is okay. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
They will lock up the guy.
They might. They wouldn't lock him up because they wouldn't have grounds to lock him up. They're just checking. Now, if he does something wrong, right?
But he have a gun that has no license. What if?
Okay, that's a good point. At least he said if they go to the guy's house and he have a gun that doesn't have a license, they will lock him up. Well, he will probably get fined, or they may take him to jail, but we don't know. I don't know if Life Monroe doesn't know if his nephew has a license for it or not. So, but if he doesn't have a license, it's illegal. Okay, so he probably will get locked up if they found that out. But when the policemen go to their door, first of all, whoever owns that residence or the owner of that place, they'll say they have to agree, right, to let them in. They don't have a search warrant. They have no need. They have no right to go in there, no reason to go in there. So they have to agree to let them in, and they have to agree to let them talk to the guy or let them search the house. They said, no, I don't want you in my house. Boom, they're gone. Okay, and that's got to be the end to it. Unless they think it's something wrong, then they'll apply for a search warrant, okay, and come back. So everything, when you're dealing with this gun thing, have to be done legally. It has to be done legitimately, or you could be violating people's human rights. Okay, that's just the bottom line. Let's go, Ryan Train. Who we got? Smooth. He said, I do have a nickel plate 22 automatic, the one that looks like a 45. Okay, a mess of Smooth. He pull out that 22 ain't nothing but a pea shooter, man. You can't do nothing with a. You might nick them on their arm. They'd be like, I can feel like a little bug. They'll be like, what is this? Throw it right out. You need a 45 or a 38, Glock. That's what you need, man. That'll keep them off your tail. Okay. Let it go. Round train. Who we got? Murphy. Hey. He said you can't own full auto weapons in the US unless you're a collector and still it's almost impossible to get a permit to buy one. And most are very, very expensive, even this World War II era. Okay. I'd imagine that most of them are very expensive, but then you say you can't own one, but they own them illegally. To get the illegal stuff, it's on them. People are getting them. And the one that did the Boston thing, not Boston, the one that did the Buffalo, I think he ordered it online. And so a lot of people are ordering this stuff online. If you order something from another country and it coming to you, nobody gonna be tracking it. Nobody be tracking that stuff. So I don't know, man. People are they're finding a way, Murphy. They're finding a way to get what they want. And so I think that the federal government of the United States of America needs to get a whole new department. Yeah. a gun law department, a gun regulation department, and track down every gun in America. Get it registered. If it's unregistered, get it registered. If it's not registered, you shouldn't have it. Take it away. That's what we need to do. Until we do that and regulate these guns and get stringent laws in every part of the country, it's going to be more of this. And I know you say, well, you can have the most stringent law in the books. If somebody want to do something, they're going to do it. Yeah, that's true. If somebody want to do something, we got the most stringent laws on the book. If they want to do something, they're going to find a way to do it. But we're going to make it harder for them to find a way to do it. Let's go. Ryan Train, BobbieD, see One Nation, Groove, One Love. Murphy, hey, they'll cost $40,000. $40,000 for AK, man. Are you serious? Ooh, Lord. I want that kind of. I just want me a little small revolver, man, like a 38 special, 38 snub revolver. That's all I want. Or I might get me a Glock. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, Ryan Train. Who we got? Smooth. He said AR-15, AK-47 are used in some African countries, militaries. Okay. The United States, I think the United States used for the military M16s, man. It was like M14, F16, something like that. But the automatic weapons is one of the most lethal weapons that anyone could possess. Because it don't take much to shoot it. You don't even have to know how to shoot the thing. All you got to do is put the trigger in it. It come out. And you don't even have to aim it because it's going to, when you shoot it, it's going to go to an area. It won't go to one particular spot. It does a swap, a path. Let's go, Ryan Train. Who we got? Smooth. He said, in Detroit, Michigan, you can buy any kind of gun there. There is even one in the United States Army used, such as the machine gun that also shoot great grenades. Okay, grenade launcher, machine gun with a grenade launcher attached to it. Yeah, I seen that. I've never seen one in person, but I see it on TV all the time. You know, it gives out it's a big gun, and then it got on top of it is a little something mounted on the top, and it's a grenade launcher. You just put the grenade in, boom, shoot that. But it's still at the same time, you still can shoot the weapon as well, like a regular gun. Yeah, that's all over the world, and people that have those types of guns, they mean business. They're serious about what they're getting ready to do. You know? So only certain people should have those types of weapons, preferably law enforcement people, people that have to deal with bad guys. I want them to have any kind of weapon out there because I want the bad guy taken down. Because the bad guy is coming after the good guys like me and you. And I want my policemen to be ready. That's one of the problems. When policemen or service people or guards out there, they're not prepared for what the perpetrators have today. It's like in Buffalo. The man had on body armor, had a helmet, body armor from head to toe, and he had automatic weapon. One of the guards in Buffalo shot in the Buffalo place where they went to. He came in the grocery store. He came out and he was trying to take on the perpetrator with a shooter, a pea shooter. I think he had a 45, whatever. And every time he shot the guy, the bullet just bounced off his chest. And so that gave an opportunity for the guy with the AK to shoot him up. You know, that's what happens. The perpetrators now are coming out with more sophisticated weapons than a policeman have. Okay, that's because we don't have strict control on these weapons, and I think that the manufacturer of the weapons, even the manufacturer of the weapons, need to be held accountable for putting those types of weapons out and allowing people to get those weapons that are not qualified. Okay, the manufacturers have to be held to some accountability as well. Everything up or down the line has to be held to some kind of accountability. That's my opinion, you know. And I'm saying that as a concerned citizen because I don't own a weapon and I never have, but I will if I have to live permanently in the hell zone called the United States. If I have to live there permanently again, BobbieD gonna get it. I'm gonna get me a piece, baby, and I'm gonna start popping. No, just play. I would never do that. But if I do live in the United States, I would purchase a weapon legally, and I would carry the weapon with me at every place I went. And I'll probably get an open. I'll put it on my waist. You know? What's wrong with that? You know? Or if I can get it open, I get me concealed carry permit. You know, but I would get me something that would protect my life. You know, that if I live in the United States. Let's go. See, Smurf here. He said, Smooth. The AR-15, AK-47 semi-auto is not used in African military. They use the M16A1 and the Chinese, Russians AK-47. Those are fully automatic. Okay, I know the United States used the M16 M16. When I was there, they had the M. I saw long. I had the M12. then I moved up with the weaponry since then. Let's go. Round check. We got move sound. He said, I see my face. I could be wrong. Hey man, there's so much stuff going on there. Nobody's right, nobody's wrong. We just trying to put information out there. And guys, remember, this is YouTube, okay? That means that we are here for what? The primary purpose of YouTube is what? I'm gonna see if y'all can get this. I'm gonna ask you a question. See if anybody get this right. What is the primary purpose of YouTube? The app that you're looking at me right now on. What is the primary purpose of that app? Can you tell me? I'm gonna give you 10 seconds. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10. Ain't got nobody got an answer yet. Nobody gave me an answer. Come on, man. Y'all more intelligent than that. I know that. What is the primary purpose of YouTube?
Information.
What'd you say?
Information.
That's one. And information.
Teach you.
Okay. The primary purpose of YouTube is one, like she said, it is for information. It could be for information. But the primary purpose of YouTube is for your viewing pleasure. It is for entertainment. That's what it is. Have you not been entertained today? Are you not being entertained? Don't I entertain you? Blah, blah. But the primary purpose of YouTube is to entertain you and give you information. Because when they entertain you, that means you what? You view. You view. And the viewing time is important to YouTube. They want you to view long. You know why? Because the more you view, the more you might hit the commercial button and click an ad. And they get paid when you click that commercial button. You know what I'm saying? So remember, guys, don't take everything on YouTube as the gospel. Even everything on the show. Because you got to understand, keep it back in your mind, this is for entertainment. Everything I say may not be right. And I always give a disclaimer, don't believe everything I say. Look it up. I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? So this is entertainment. It is up to you, the viewing audience, to qualify what has been presented to you by doing further what? Research and making sure that what was said, if you want to use it, is right. That's the buyer needs to be aware. YouTube is for entertainment, primary purpose. So don't take nothing too serious on YouTube, and you'll be all right. Okay, man. Okay, let's say. Smooth said communication. Okay, that's part of it, communication, but it's primarily education and information. Information is the primary one. Entertainment is the primary one. That's the primary purpose. But it can include communication, it can include education, and it can include information as well. But the primary purpose is to entertain you, because if YouTube can entertain you, that means that they can retain you for what? Viewing. And the longer they retain your attention for viewing, more probability says you will click that button to either click a commercial or go to another video that will continue to do what? Entertain you. And those of you that watch YouTube know exactly that's what it is. You cannot take everything that's seen on YouTube for the gospel. Understand me now, because that is the primary purpose. Are you with me? I'm just trying to help you out. Let's go around, check BobbieD one. Who we got? Information is one. Communication, information, education, entertainment. All of those things, man. Yeah. And many of you use YouTube for your various different reasons. One person, I always learn stuff off YouTube, man. Anything I want, I just click on YouTube and I pull me up a channel. That's how I do. I do that a lot. I do that myself. If something that I'm curious about, back in the day, I had a encyclopedia, so I'm going to my encyclopedia, book, paper, looking stuff up. But the days of internet, days of, you go to Google it. If you Google it, or you go on YouTube. If you want general information, Google it. Okay, give you general. But if you want detailed on any subject in the world, YouTube it. Go to YouTube, and you're gonna find something about it. Now, what you find may not be exactly what it is, but it may be close to it. But you're gonna give you somewhere to start. It'll give you some understanding at least, right? So information, education, entertainment, communication, entertainment is the primary, but all those others are around it as well. So let's be careful with how we how we serious we take YouTube. Okay, every time you look at something on YouTube, you look at it with and take it with a grain of salt, because it could be right, it could be wrong, it could be in between. Until you check it out for yourself, you don't know for sure. Okay, understand me, man. I've been on YouTube since 2015, and I have found that to be true. Okay, you with me, G? Let's go. Who we got? But 007, what's up, man? What's up? What's up? James Brown in the house. James Brown. I didn't say James Brown, man. I said James Bond. 007. What's up, brother? He said, hello, this D Bobby. For your information, 31.
Long time no see.
You was here 2 days ago, DC. You wasn't here. You wasn't here. He said, 31 states in the United States of a doggone America allow the open carrying of a handgun. Okay, 31 states allow open carrying of a handgun, a permit or license. Okay. 15 states require a permit to carry a gun. Okay. 15 states require a permit to carry a gun, and 31 states in America, a doggone America, allow the open carry of a handgun without a permit or a license. You can openly carry a handgun, a weapon, a loaded weapon, without license or permit in 31 I didn't know that. 31 states. Now you know. Yeah, now you guys know why we're living in the wild, wild west. Wild, wild west. Wild, wild. Remember that song? Wild, wild. Yeah, now you know why we're living. Now you know. You have some understanding why people are doing what they do, because the laws allow them to. And until we get these laws changed, my guys, this will continue to happen over and over and over again. And then when it happens over and over again, we hear the people, politicians saying the same thing. Well, it's sad, and my hearts go out to the families, and I'm sending my prayer to the, and nothing after that. Just nothing else. Let's go around here. We got James Bond. Is it 5 states prohibit from openly carrying handguns in public? Okay, so only 5 states permit you from openly carrying a handgun in public. These 5 states are California. I told you California got one of the strictest laws out there on the guns. District of Columbia, DC, Florida, Illinois, New York, and South Carolina. Okay, South Carolina, my home state where I was born. I'm surprised Georgia's not on there, because I'm from Georgia. But California's got one of the best. They got their crime rate went down when they did the laws too. Huh? But did y'all hear that? Yeah. See those 5 states: California, District of Columbia, Florida, Illinois. If you cannot openly carry a handgun in those states. Now, if it is true that you cannot openly carry a handgun in California, District of Columbia, Florida, Illinois, New York, and South Carolina, you cannot openly carry a gun, then it's possibly true that you can conceivably carry a gun concealed. You can carry a concealed weapon. In other words, covered up under your shirt, or strapped to your leg if you're trying to be sneaky. I bet you some of you guys right now, you strap a piece on your ankle when you go out there. You get that tape, strap around your legs and let them mess with you. Let's go around James Bond. You need to see one day. Who we got? James Bond. He said, if you rerun,
Return.
I'm sorry. If you return, huh? If you return, okay. I got that on that side. If you return here, Bobby, you may want to reconsider South Kakalaki. No, I ain't going to South Kakalaki now. My home. Okay, I raised in South Carolina until I was 16. That's where I was born, but for my adulthood life, I've been to Georgia. So I consider myself a JoJo man. I'm from JoJo, baby. But I was born in South Kakalaki. That's why I always say me and Monroe and Kakalaki boys like that. And even Monroe wasn't born in Kakalaki. Monroe's from New York, man. Yeah, in New York City. Well, he used to be a New Yorker, but he's in the Kakalaki like me. But yeah, man. So this has been interesting. Very interesting topic today. I do this because I need to bring it to your attention, because to be honest with you, a lot of y'all just flip the channel when you see stuff like this. You know why? Because you've become complacent. It's like, okay, another shooting? Okay, whatever. And I don't want to see you get like that. You cannot afford to become complacent to things that happen in our world, because to get the idea in your mind that it'll never happen to you if you become complacent. And then one day you leave out your door and boom, you're in the thick of it. It's happening to you. And you got so complacent, you could have prevented yourself going there and watching out, but you just got complacent. I don't want to see you get like that. When I go to the United States of a doggone America, I'm be like this. I think I'll have to hold me. Stop. I was like, I can't hear. No, man, I wouldn't do all that. But I would be more alert because, especially if I go in a public place like a big Walmart, big open space, because people, that's what people do to shoot now. You know, they don't do it in a private hole no more that much. They want to do it public. They want the world to see what they're doing. In this world of internet, I want it now. I want to see it on right now. Active online. I want to see it right now. Facebook live. They want it live. You know, they want just like the Buffalo shooter. He televised. He televised the shooting he did on Twitch. You know, live. People saw him shooting up people. He had a camera attached to his helmet, and as he was shooting the people in the store, people were visibly live seeing the carnage that he displayed. How crazy is that? Huh? And so social media has a part in this as well. The things that social media taught the guy, okay, that did the shooting in Buffalo is what caused him to do the shooting in Buffalo. He admitted it on his 180-page manifesto. He read it, all the hate he had about black people was obtained from the internet, okay? Social media. He got all of these hate groups, started reading the Reddit about this, black people, and then he got into what's called, and if you guys don't keep up with the news, you understand this. It's called critical replacement theory. That's what Caucasians, and that's what white supremacists rather, are using now to justify their actions and their hatred toward minorities, people of color. They believe that people like me with this melanin in their skins, or people that brown, Mexicans, or Latinos, or whatever, or non-Caucasians, are replacing them in the world and in their country. According to them, according to their thinking, we're taking their jobs. Okay, we're taking their women. We're taking everything that they got. We have come to replace them. That's in their mind. That is the teaching. That is the thinking that's out on social media. That's what I just got through telling you. When you look at social media, do not take everything for granted. Do not take everything that is true. Or someone saw it on social media. That's true. Stop. It's not necessarily true. Just because it's on social media don't make it true. But a lot of people fall into the trap of thinking that everything they see or read on social media, on YouTube, on Instagram, or Facebook, that's true. I saw it on Facebook. Come on, man. Let's be more intelligent than that. Let's be more sophisticated than that to allow ourselves to be deceived by this bad teaching out there. Now, internet's good for two things. It's good, it can be good, it could be bad. Well, used for a lot of good things, man. And I think it's more, in my opinion, the internet is used for more good things than bad things, but they can be used for a negative side as well. Ron Train by releasing One Nation, One Group, One Love. Murphy, he said, if you have a license, you can carry anything you want anywhere on your body. Okay. Yeah, I guess you do. If you have a license, if you can license to carry a concealed weapon in your state, whatever, it's okay. Yeah. But I don't know. I would want me, if I live in the United States permanently, I would want a weapon, some kind of device to protect myself. If I didn't get a weapon, I would get me a can of mace. You know, that's what women do. They carry the mace, and if they see a attacker come at them, they spray shh, pepper spray. I would get me something. You don't know what's going to happen out there. Let's go. Who we got? Smooth. He said, "Are you going to take Lisa to see Mickey Mouse if you come here?" If I come here, we already went. Yeah, she answered that question for you. I already took her to see Mickey Mouse. We went to Hong Kong a few years ago, and we went to Walt Disney World, Walt Disney, and they have it in Hong Kong, and we had a great time, man. We stayed there almost all day. We had to go home, but we got tired out. We couldn't see everything. But she already seen Mickey Mouse. I told you, man, I don't be playing. Whenever you get a woman, man, let me tell y'all something. Tell you this. This is free. This free for y'all. You guys out there that want a woman, and when you get one and you want to keep her, do stuff for her. That's free from me to you. Do stuff for her and do stuff with her. Okay. When you do stuff for her and you do stuff with her, that develops a bond, strong bond, because she knows you care about her. The more you do for her, the more you strengthen that bond, and the more she starts doing for you. That's what some things I did for Lisa D. I love Lisa D, so I take her wherever I can take. I already told Lisa, if I can't go, you can't go. I said, you go where I go. I said, she said, well, I can't go to the USA. I said, I won't go to the USA. That's the way I'm doing. Let's go around here. Who you got? Bill Billy, what's up, man? He's the hello guy. What's up, man? You coming on the caboose today? What's up? You all right? You sleep, man? I know you sleep. Shit, Bill about to go to sleep now. I gotta go to bed. I just can't say hi. Okay, what's up? Right here, everybody needs One Nation. Who we got? Murphy Hayes. He said video games are the cause also. Be that they make people insensitive to the taking of life. Yeah, video games is a huge part of younger people because that's all they do. You cannot get them off that TV or that game. You can't get that joystick. They go to sleep with it in their bed. They wake up in the morning, lunchtime, and if they didn't have to go to school, they'd be doing. Yeah? And during the school breaks and school lunch, they're on the phone. Yeah? It can be very, very addictive. Yeah? I remember when the first video game first came out, my kids wanted a Nintendo and all that. I said, nah, I'm playing that game. Xbox. I said, nah. You're not doing that because if you start with that, you're not going to do your work. You're not going to do your homework. And so I didn't do it. Well, so now they got their own kids. That's what they got. And Nintendo, Xbox, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I knew better. But that can be very addictive. And also, like he said, there's a lot of violence in those games. And this violence actually gets in the minds of people. The more, whatever you see, believe this now, whatever you see, whatever you can see, and conceive and believe in your mind, you can receive it, you can achieve it. And so the more they looking at them games, when they put the stick down, the game's still running in their head. They might have shut the game box over, they might have shut it down, right? But the game is still going on in their head. And when they go to sleep at night, they think about and when they get up, as soon as they see somebody with a gun, they be like, gun, duck. They ducking. Because their mind all messed up from them games, And then now some of them, they want to go get a gun because they've been programmed by the games. I need me a gun. I'm going to see how this thing works for real, So, man, be careful with those games out there. Some of you right now are gamers. Yeah, you think I don't know that? Some of y'all looking at me right now, big time gamers. And if you are, man, I'm not saying, I'm not going to come against you. If you like to do gaming, it's your thing, it's your thing. But I'm telling you, you have to be careful with that because the game will take over your mind. Okay? Yeah. It will consume you. Mm-hmm. It will use you. And next thing you know, all you're living for is game. You don't want no girlfriend. I want the game. Something when the football game come on, what we do, guys? We tell the wife, look, I watch the game. Don't come in here. Don't bother me. I watch the game. And so the real life game on the Xbox the same way. Don't mess with me. Same thing. So there's things you need to put down. That's one of them. If you're a game out there, limit it, okay? It's because it can be addictive, okay? Let's go, right here. Who we got? Murphy, he said, video games are the cause also be the main people. Okay, I got that, man. What's wrong with me? Hillbilly, he said, I am a gun guy because been shooting all my life. Never hurt anyone. It won't be long. We won't be able to own a cap gun with all this. Yeah. I don't think the right to own guns will ever disappear. May never. I don't know, but I think it'd be a long time for that. But the way we're going now, we have to make a mandate federally regarding arms because each state is doing their own thing. It's nothing uniform about the weaponry in this country as it pertains to the public. Nothing at all, and that has to stop. That's the same way it was a federal mandate for African Americans to get the right to vote because we were second class citizens. We paid taxes, we did it, but you couldn't vote, because we could color on our skin. They had to do a law for that. They're going to have to do a law for this gun thing too. We control it federally. Until they do that, it's going to be the same thing. Mark my word. Today is May 25th, right? Right? And you in the Philippines, it's May 25th, 11:12 a.m. in the morning. Right now, mark my words, 7 to 10 days from now, there will be another shooting or mass shooting or something similar, because that's the statistics that drive this thing. That's what the statistics are telling us. Let's go, Ron Train, BobbieD, One Nation. We got Hillbilly. He said, when you do stuff with your woman, it builds a foundation. Yeah, man. It builds a foundation of love, of closeness, of unity, of warmth, of togetherness. And I could go round down a list, because she knows you care. And that caring should make her want to be more with you and want to be more open with you and want you only, nobody else. That's how you make somebody, that's how you grow your love and you show your love, okay? I'm telling you, man, you came to the right place today. They call me the love doctor. Yeah, I got that. Let's go. Ron Train, BobbieD, One Nation. We got Smooth. He said, one more child just died. Oh, my goodness. I'm sorry. So it's 19 now. So sorry to hear that, man. Those of you that believe in prayer, I need you to pray for the families that are left behind. Pray for the families of the victims, that they can get stronger and they to get the counseling they need to go through this, because you do need counseling. Okay, they're gonna need some counseling, because can you imagine you had a 6-year-old kid, 7-year-old kid, you send them off to school, and then you're on your job and you get a call, your child is gone. Can you imagine what you would be going through right about now? Okay, so they need counseling, and they need prayer most of all right now. Let's go, Ron Train, BobbieD, One Nation. We got Markel. What's up? Hey, man, you doing good, man. Markel in the house. Markel in the house. Good to see you, man. You on the caboose today, man. Riding that caboose. Let's go, Ron Train. We got. He said, how's everyone? Everybody doing good, man. We good. Let's go, Ron Train. Who we got? Remember, he said, wow. Yeah, man. Ron Train, who we got? Smooth. He said, I don't know, Mr. Hayes. Grand Theft Auto is a real stress reliever. Yeah, Grand Theft Auto is one of the biggest games that were ever out. Okay, I played it one time with a friend of mine went over to his house. We were just shooting the breeze, whatever. He said, let's play a game. I said, play. He said, what's this? Grand Theft Auto, man. I said, I didn't know much about games that time. Man, that stuff is addictive, because it makes you want to. The more you play it, the more you want to play it. So I dallied with it a little bit, played it a little bit, but that's not for me, because I'm the kind of guy that I want to get it right, and I'll be all day trying to, and so I had to let that go. Let's go, Ron James. We got Hillbilly. He said, a game in real life, if you can't tell the difference, something's wrong. Yeah, that's the problem. They get the game and reality mixed up. The game becomes their what? Reality. That's where the problem lies. They can't put the Grand Theft Auto game down. So when they cut the game off, the game box off, right? The game's still going on in their head. So when they go outside and walk the street, everybody's looking like a victim to them. Man, I wish I could take that gun and so eventually, in their minds, when they have an opportunity and they have a weapon of destruction, they use it the same way they saw in the game. Every time you see somebody with a weapon in their hand, normally the weapon is usually used like this, right? But on the games, they cock it like this to the side. All that stuff people get in their mind. They think it's cool when you carry a weapon, not like this, but like that. You're cool, All that stuff, little small stuff like that in people's mind, and cause them to go crazy. Let's go, Ron James. We got Smooth. He said, hello, Mr. Markel. What's up? Ron James, BobbieD, One Nation. James, mine 007. He said, I can carry a can of insect repellent and a cigarette lighter for protection. Okay. A lot of people do that. You can use a pair of keys on a keychain. If somebody come you get that keychain out, you get the key, put it in between your knuckles like that right there, and jam them right in their eye or in their throat. Adam's apple right up in there, they'll stop them in their trash. Okay. But yeah, you can use a lot of stuff to self-defense. He said they make great flamethrower. No permit required. You want to get lit up? Best with 007. Get the dark alley. Don't mess with him. James Bond don't play. He don't play, y'all. He don't play. Let's go. Right, who we got? Murphy, he said, but it numbs the kids' senses to violence and some adults with mental problems. Yeah, games get interfere with your thinking because again, it turns your sense of I guess playfulness into reality. You think that game becomes real in real life, and you want to act it out. All the things you see with your eyes on the game, and you do with your hands, shooting people on the game, you want to begin to act those things out. Because the more you play that game, the more you become or feel like you in it. You were part of it, and you're professional, and you want to act it out. And sometimes when they act it out, it's not good. People get hurt. Let's go around train. Who we got? Hillbilly said it has to be something, Murphy. Hey, this is not normal. Yeah, it's not normal, man. People go shooting up like that. It is not normal. And that's one reason when games came out, I wouldn't get the box, I wouldn't get Nintendo, I wouldn't get none of that stuff. Because I don't want to learn enough, but raised up on that game stuff, you know. But now my kids growing, they got stuff for their kids. They got that stuff. Let's go. Who we got? Murray, yeah, I got you, man. I got you. Hillbilly Pro, what's up? He said, I would lose my mind. I know I would if that happened to my child. I know, man. It's a hurting thing, man. You at work and you get a call on your cell phone. Hello? Who's this? Officer Jones. Police department. What? What happened? Yeah, that's my son. What? You said what? Are you serious? What? You know, you get my drift. You get my drift. Who wants that kind of call? Nobody. Nobody should have to go through that. But it's happening day in, day out, over and over again. Okay? That's what we got to stop, y'all. Let's go, Ryan Train, BobbieD, One Nation. Smooth, he said all the kids were 6 to 9 years old, second to fourth grade. Yeah. Can you imagine when you was in second or fourth grade? It's a happy time, wasn't it? You had no worries, no cares. You did what you wanted to do. You went to school, played in school, went to recess. Was some of y'all best times in school was recess. Because you got to eat lunch and you got to go play right after you ate your lunch. You remember that? I used to love recess, man. But I'm gonna tell you, man, about me. You know what I did on recess? You think I sat up there and I ate my lunch, but I had it much. But I rushed through my lunch. You know why I rushed through my lunch? Because I had to study. You think I'm playing with you? I didn't play like these other guys. When it's time to play, every now and then I play some basketball, football. But most of the time, after I ate my lunch for recess, I got my books, study. You know why I had to study? Because I couldn't study at home. Because when I went home, I had to work. I had a little job after work. And so I knew I couldn't study, and sometimes I didn't study at all, but the Lord blessed me to get it. Okay, I'm saying? Let's go. But yeah, those are some happy times for me, man, when I was in fourth grade, second grade. You have no fears, no worries, no concerns. You just want to be a kid. And now these children will never experience another part of their life because it was taken away unnecessarily. Ryan Train, BobbieD, who we got? Billy, he said, I think they never have seen real violence till they're wrapped up in there's nothing cool or fun about entertainment about. No, nothing funny about somebody beating you up and shooting somebody. There's nothing funny about. That's why y'all ever seen that story on TV called Scared Stiff, where they take these kids and they take them to jail to the police precinct, and the police let them talk to the criminals, the violent criminals, and the criminals say, "Come here, what you want?" You say, the little kid be peeing in their pants because they get so scared. They begin to see that jail and being criminal, if you locked up, it's no plaything. You know? They need to have every rowdy kid go through Scared Stiff program, straighten their behind out. You know, some of them straighten out, some of them never do. Okay, let's go around train BobbieD. One. Who we got? Hillbilly said I would say 80% or more games are one person shooters. Yeah, I would say so too. I don't do a lot of games, but I know there has to be something that would cause millions and millions of people to stick to gaming every day. It has to be something compelling for you to come back and want to do it all day long. Some people do gaming all day. It's a sport now. You know that? People get paid to play games. You can play games the best, you win money. Yeah. Gaming is huge, man. And the games are very expensive. Very expensive. Now, I don't want that. Let's go around, BobbieD. Who we got? Smooth. He said, BobbieD, do that sausage match. Do that sausage match your cup. Oh, no, I don't. This is a cup. This is not a saucer. I don't have. This is. I don't have a saucer that match my cup. I got this cup from Emmy, Lisa's cousin. Lisa D got one like this. Hers is a different color. And I use mine every day. Lisa, you don't use hers every day. Why you use a cup, Lisa?
Too big.
Too big. She said too big. I like big. This is actually 2 cups in one. Did you know that? This is about 10 ounces. About 2 cups in one. Let's go around, BobbieD. Who we got? Murphy, he said, Murphy, I used to use Right Guard spray deodorant as a torch when I was a kid. That stuff was dead. Okay, Right Guard. I remember Right Guard. I haven't seen the Right Guard. I used to use that too, Murphy. When I was a kid, the little spray can. Shh. Yeah, and then they had the roll on too. But he used that as a torch. Murphy was deadly, boy. Murphy, you can actually burn someone's head off. Murphy know how to get him, man. Let's go right there. We got Hillbilly. He said, I would make a fine mesh screen for my flamethrower to keep it from setting off the whole can in your can. Yeah, you have to do something, man. But that can could go off in your hand. Let's go right there. We got Murphy. He said, I know what's dangerous and I was crazy. I know you do a lot of, hey man, you do a lot of things, crazy stuff when you was a kid, and sometimes you get away with it. And you be thanking God that you got. You can look back on it and say, thank the Lord I didn't get hurt or I didn't hurt nobody, but I was crazy back then. You remember them days, man? Or you was a kid? I used to, one time I ran with a gang. And when I was a kid, I was in Charleston. And man, we used to do some stuff. One of our gang leaders got caught, man. And then he went to juvenile. Then I started, I let them boys go, man. I said, nah, I ain't gonna do that. And my mama found out about it, man. She talked to me fast. I let that go. Let's go around here. Who we got? Hillbilly, he said, I would do those top tours and lock up for school. Okay, so you was a bad boy, Billy. Oh, Billy, what's wrong with you, Billy? Hey, Billy, what's wrong with you, man? You was a bad boy in school? Okay. Nah, we all. Yeah, you get detention. They'll make you. My school, they put you in detention, and you have to stay behind after school. And you be sitting in the classroom by yourself. And sometimes they make you write stuff in a tablet, all kind of crazy stuff they did back then. Ryan J. BobbieD, who we got? Bill Billy said, I would have to inmates play along and look scary as they could be. Okay. Ryan J. Who we got? Murphy, he said, each I used to watch that show on TV. Okay. He watched the show on TV. Scared straight. Yeah, I remember that show. It was when it first came out, it was really I guess amazing to see the reaction of the children and how they straighten up. And then they would do like an after interview. They go back and see after like 2 weeks, a month, whatever, how the kid was doing. And they say he's like a little angel now. Because that interview with the mix up with the inmates really had a big impression on him. Ryan James Bobby, who we got? Smooth. He said, sadly, I can't use men's deodorant. It don't work on me. I have to use women's degree. Okay. I never heard of that. I use sometimes, hey man, if I run out of ordering, I use baking soda. You put baking soda on you know that? Do the same thing. But I use what's the name of that stuff? What is that, Steve?
What?
I use what's the name of that stuff I use? Black torch. What's it called? The odor. What's the odor? Anyway, I use the odor for men's. Axe. I use Axe. That's what I use.
Or
it's
Rexona.
Huh?
Or Rexona.
They don't have Rexona out there. I use Axe or Rexona. Let's go, Roger. Who we got? Hillbilly. He said, no, I was the officer. Okay, you was an officer. Okay. The Hillbilly. Okay, I learned something about you, man. Okay. Hillbilly was an officer, y'all. Okay. He was a post. He was a correctional officer. Okay. All right. So yeah, I got to watch you, Hillbilly. Now you done told me something. Yeah, man, I gotta keep my eye on you, man. I don't get along with the popo, man. I'm sorry. I don't get along with the popo. I be running from the popo. Let's go. Remember, he said, "No, I only burn wood." Okay, got you, man. All right, guys, let's be real. Let's be real. Let's be real. Well, we got to go. We got
Yes,
to
we
go.
go.
Everybody know that we got to go.
Bye bye.
This is BobbieD
And
and
the hiding Queen.
Tuba Queen say take care
God bless.
and
Peace.
peace. We will see you guys on the backside of tomorrow.